Marcus Rashford's move from Manchester United to Barcelona has sparked major intrigue, both in the UK and across Spain. For a player once hailed as the future of English football, this transfer is viewed as a critical opportunity to reignite a career that has lost momentum in recent years. But the key question is, how will Rashford fit into an already stacked Barcelona squad? Barcelona's forward line is already filled with quality. Robert Lewandowski continues to lead the line, Lamine Yamal is rapidly rising as a generational talent, and Rafinha is coming off one of his best seasons. There's also depth from Spanish internationals like Dani Olmo and Ferran Torres. Despite this, Barcelona were actively seeking another winger. The main goal was to ease the workload on Yamal and Rafinha, and even explore using Rafinha in a central playmaker role. Rashford brings versatility, offering options not just on the left, but also centrally as a false nine or even a striker. Given Lewandowski's age, having a backup who can offer pace and finishing is important. Originally, names like Luis Diaz and Nico Williams were higher on the wish list, but financial constraints meant Rashford was the more feasible option. And while he wasn't the first choice, he fits the current needs, especially for rotation and squad depth. But can he improve this Barcelona team? Well, that depends entirely on which version of Rashford shows up. At his best, he was one of the Premier League's most dangerous forwards, a threat from distance, blistering on the counter, and capable of magic in the final third. But recent seasons have seen a dip in form and confidence. Barcelona are effectively swapping a declining Ansu Fati for Rashford, and if Rashford can rediscover his form, it could turn out to be a great move for both parties. Manager Hansi Flick wants competition for every position and depth across the board, which means Rashford will get his chances, but he'll have to earn them. Given the competition, starting regularly won't be easy. However, Rashford's hunger to prove himself again, especially at a club with such high expectations, could unlock a return to top form. Rashford becomes the first English player to sign for Barcelona since Gary Lineker left the club in 1989. His arrival breaks a long-standing trend of English talent not making the move to the Culers. There's a growing belief in Spain that British players can now adapt better to the Spanish game, especially after Jude Bellingham's incredible debut season at Real Madrid. That success could pave the way for more talent exchanges between the two footballing powerhouses. In recent years, Rashford has attracted attention more for his activism and public presence than for his performances. However, that's not seen as a negative in Barcelona. In fact, many admire his efforts off the pitch, from social campaigns to his personal brand, as long as it doesn't distract from football. Ultimately, what will matter most is how he performs on the pitch. Barcelona is used to players with big personalities, and as long as Rashford delivers, his off-field life won't be an issue. Marcus Rashford's arrival at Barcelona is a gamble, but one with plenty of upside. He brings versatility, experience, and a hunger to prove himself. The club gets a flexible forward at a relatively low cost, while Rashford gets a shot at redemption on one of the biggest stages in world football. If he locks in and finds form, Barcelona might just have pulled off one of the most strategic deals of the season.